Snow, maple syrup, bacon, hockey, and nothing were the answers when I asked several Americans what they knew about Canada.
Hi there, my name is Annabelle Ackroyd and I am Canadian. Since moving here in August, I have been asking myself the question a lot, what do Americans really know about Canadians? The answer is that most of what Americans know about Canadians are based off stereotypes. And I'm going to identify these classic stereotypes and tell you the 5 ways to really be Canadian. The most common stereotype is that everybody in Canada knows each other. Yes, we are a smaller nation population-wise compared to the United States. However, we are still a nation of over 35 million people. So when you ask me if I know your friend Mike from Toronto, chances are I do not know him at all. I've actually never been to Toronto. I'm from Western Canada in the city of Calgary, located in the province of Alberta, not a state. And the snow does melt, unlike what people think. And I live in a house, not an igloo. And yes, I've actually gotten asked that question. But in case you want to come visit the Great White North anytime soon, maybe in search of your friend Mike from Toronto, here's a guide so you as an American can fit in.
How to be Canadian in 5 easy steps. Step 1 is to sound like a Canadian. In Canada, not everybody speaks French. In fact, I don't. I speak bilingual Spanish as I attended a Spanish academy starting in kindergarten. French Canadians are actually located primarily on the other side of the country in Quebec. You want to sound really Canadian, eh? It's not about speaking French. It's about using the word eh. This versatile little word can be added to essentially any sentence and make you sound extremely Canadian. This popular word means don't you agree and can be used at the end of a question like, are you going to class today, eh? Or at the end of a statement, I'm hungry, eh? It sounds like a question, but it's not. You're just saying you're hungry and you're just using Canada's favorite word. Step number 2 is to dress like a Canadian, and it all starts with wearing your toque. A toque is a knit beanie, and it comes from its French word meaning winter hat, but is commonly used in both languages all across the country. And it gets pretty cold in Canada, so you may need it. Step 3 is to eat and drink like a Canadian. Poutine is a Canadian delicacy, which is French fries with cheese curds covered in gravy. It is so popular that Costco sells it at their concession with hot dogs at every Costco across Canada. Also, when I am home, I do frequent Tim Hortons, whether I'm ordering Timbits or a double-double. Canada's iconic chain, Timmy's, always hits the spot. And even from Minneapolis, I always keep my Tim's Rewards card on me at all times. Yes, I do eat bacon and maple syrup on occasion, but not with every meal like people would assume. And when I do buy bacon, I buy regular bacon, not Canadian bacon. Step number 4 is to eat, sleep, and breathe hockey. So this stereotype is mostly true. Not every Canadian plays hockey, just almost every Canadian. Hockey is like a religion in Canada. If you don't like it, you need to fake it. Hockey players are icons, and the Stanley Cup is the holy grail. But the love for the game goes far beyond the NHL and the pro players. It's to the pond hockey during the winter time, or street hockey, and the hockey rinks in the small towns with the kids waking up at 5 a.m. It's a way of life in Canada. And every Canadian knows that the greatest athlete of all time is Wayne Gretzky. But the fun fact is, basketball was invented in Canada and lacrosse is actually our national sport. However, the reality is, to the Great White North, hockey is the only game. Step 5 is to act like a Canadian. Always be polite no matter what. We Canadians pride ourselves on our kindness and generosity, but also be overly apologetic, using sorry in every other sentence. So everyone, thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and I'm really, really sorry if you didn't like it. Now you know the 5 easy steps to being like a real Canadian. So to conclude, I'm gonna play me and my Canadian roommate's favorite song, Stronger Beer by Tim Hicks.
We say A, you say y'all. Yeah, we both got pro football. Except we got bigger balls and longer fields. One less down. We say Z, you say Z. Sure, we watch all your TV. You got a stronger army down there, men up here. We got stronger beer.